Welcome back to Map Gaming, my fellow digits. This is Pi here. So I'm on with Mr. Tilly, and we're in search of a wiener biome. Should we have story time?
Yeah, all right, let's do it.
How about I tell everyone how I'm starting a budget?
I thought we were telling story time, not marketing.
Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Let's continue story time. There was a story I was telling a long time ago about this girl that I'm sure had a crush on me.
Oh, okay. What
did her name start with it?
Huh?
What was the first letter of her name?
Well, let's see. So I started getting Rubik's Cube pieces in a mailbox. And there was a dash, and then there was an L on one piece. Or on two pieces.
Oh, I know who it is. It's Larry.
It's Larry!
Larry.
Right. So yeah, she... So she, at this point in the story, if you guys want to hear the rest, you can check out Storytime Part 1 or 2. Just search those in my channel. And so she, I had discovered it was her because she always acted really weird whenever I brought it up. These random cube pieces. I first thought that someone had stolen one of my cubes again. And then they were...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, neither do I. Anyway, so...
my coordinates!
So I started getting the pieces in the mail, and I figured out it was her. So I decided that the best way to respond was to get my own cube, and say yes on it, but yes was a little too simple, so we changed it to Euron, and that way I would be able to mix up the cube and she wouldn't be able to see exactly what I said. And
couldn't she just take the letters on a piece of paper and just figure out what
I suppose so. It'd be a little bit trickier. So, ow. Sorry, Mr.
Ow,
Tilly.
what is shooting us?
I think the point of the cube is that it's very romantic.
Romantic. Anyway, so she was asking. So I checked the letters on one side, and they were spelling out spring fling, and that's at our school. It's tradition that the girl asks the guy out. It's not exactly a date. It's more of like just an event that you go to, kind of a friend kind of thing. So, and so I started getting cube pieces, and then they started showing up in random places around the communication department. So I kept finding them and putting them together. And so I bought the cube. I was taking my time with that, mixed it up, and I had it ready to go. And I knew that she would wait until like the core would be the last thing. So on one day, just after spring break, I walked into the film office. Sure enough, there's the core, and she walked in just behind me, and I'm like, oh, there's the core, and she's like, yep. And I'm like, well, so before I even tried putting it all together, like, I started taking the pieces and putting them on my own cube, so I knew exactly what to look for, so that I could figure it out. And so then I took my cube out of my backpack and I said, well, if you want to know my response, you're going to have to work for it. And I slammed the cube down and walked out the room. And she's like, what? No, Billy! And because she thought she was going to have to solve the whole thing, but I only put the words on one face so that she would only have to solve one layer. So I got a Snapchat from her about 20 minutes later saying thank you for only...
Snapchat?
I mostly just watch what other people post rather than post on it myself.
You've never even added me on Snapchat.
You have a Snapchat?
Hold on, I want to hear the end of the story. What happened?
So,
oh, we got the girl. He always gets the girl. Wait, you have... Okay, anyway.
Ooh, que bárbaro, bravo!
And so then we were talking about it later that night, and she's like... And I was like, did you know that I knew? And she's like, I wasn't exactly sure, because... I have, like, started playing dumb, and I was having so much fun playing dumb. It was quite enjoyable.
You were playing?
And so, because I was trying to live it up, you know, to buy myself as much time to prepare for my response.
Salt actually enhances flavor.
No kidding, right? Good old sodium chloride.
That was a love story.
Yeah, and so we went to Spring Fling. We dressed up as Minecraft characters, and Yeah, it was fun.
Oh my god! Oh yeah. Oh.
Yep, we took. So I got a cyan shirt from my bank AGCU, and it's a local credit union in Springfield. And I put blue pieces, square blue pieces of duct tape on all over it, so it looks like the Steve skin. Yeah, and then I bought a bow from Target, so that could really shoot arrows, Minecraft arrows. It was kind of fun. So
You know, you could have just worn blue pants and a green shirt and say you're going as your own skin. I could have.
But I would have to look down the whole time. You know how awkward that would be, just looking down all the time?
No. I remember you used to do this really creepy thing where you would walk up to someone, sneak on them, and put your head like straight up because your eyeball is at the bottom of your eyes. And it's like you're staring into people's soul. You need to do that.
Yep. So I'd have to carry around a Rubik's Cube too. Oh, I would need a pi symbol on my back though.
How far are we going?
Rolly, what's your coordinates?
I'm back home. I found it somehow.
What's your coordinates at? 2,000 by... Okay, good. So I need to start going more this way.
So since you told a story, I'll share a story.
What's your story, Mr. Tilly?
Let's see how our stories... Well, they're not even remotely the same. All right, so there was this event called the Road Show that came to Springfield, and like they had like a lot of Christian artists. You know, like Skillet was going to be there, some other place, and everything.
Yeah.
This is like freshman year, not freshman, sophomore year of freshman year of the spring semester. And anyway, Joy, who is my wife now, she wasn't going to go with me, Jason, and Hunter because she told me that she had a date with some other, with some other with some other guy. Or some
What
other
was your
person.
relationship with Joy at this point?
We were friends.
Oh, just friends, huh? So
yeah.
Joy's your wife, right?
Yeah, currently.
It
It means you better act right. Make me a sandwich.
Anyway. Make me a sandwich. You can't do this to me.
Shots fired. Shots fired. All right. Anyway, I was like, I was very persistent in urging her to really rethink going on a date because she'd have a lot more fun with us.
Be right back, Mr. Tilly. I've got a mission. I'm going on a mission. I'll be right back.
But anyway, I told her, I kept on strongly recommending to her that she not go because she doesn't really know the guy like she knows me, and she'd be better off to go spend her time with me and our friends because we're just better. And you really can't tell about these things.
That freaked me out. Yeah.
And whoa, what was that? What was that?
That is a creepy thing. It does creepy stuff. Oh my goodness.
Well, anyway, and then
this is not gonna work.
She ended up telling Jason.
Screw this! I'm getting out of here! Mr. Tilly, help! Help! Mr. Tilly, I'm drowning! I'm drowning! Ah! Alright, wait! Hold still! Let me in the boat! Mr. Tilly, okay, get out of here, let's go! Shoo! There's a mistake stopping here! Okay, continue your story.
So anyway, she ended up she would never tell me what the guy's name was, but she actually never said it was a guy. So that's the first thing I want to just say is that she said that she had a date with someone. She wouldn't tell me who.
Yeah.
So, well, anyway, she ended up telling one of her friends who it was, and I ended up while she was gone, he would not tell me for the life of him, like where or who she was going with. So I pinned him up against the wall. And
who did you pin up against the wall?
Jason.
Jason? So Jason was in on the loop?
Yeah, like Joey told him, and I pushed him up against the wall and threatened him. I was like, I want to know who she's going with. And
Why did you care so much? If you guys were only friends.
We were only friends. Didn't mean I want to be. Didn't want to. It didn't. Does not mean I did not want to be more. And then she tells another one of our friends. So it's like I'm like interrogating all night long our friends, trying to find out who this. Because she eventually says, "Okay, I'll cancel the date and just go with you," but I still wanted to know who it was going to find out it's her roommate, which is a female, and I got all upset because she was going to go on a date with her roommate. And
Are you still friends with Jason?
yeah, very. Yeah. He just called me the other night. It was funny. I got home from work and he comes up to my door and he's like, "Hey Cole," and I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I was going to go in my house, but there was a spider on the door." And then I thought I'll just go around to the other, like lock to the back door. But he said there were spiders all over the back door. He's like, "Can you please kill them for me?" So I had to walk all the way down. So I had to walk to his house and kill all the spiders and let him into his house.
Wow.
Wow.
So Joy,
And then he
what
ended
did,
up coming over and having a sleepover.
Joy, what did you think after you saw how Cole reacted that way?
About him hitting Jason against the wall.
Yeah, what did you think? Keep moving.
I was just in the bathroom, and so I came out of the bathroom, and he was over there, just cornered Jason, and I'm like, "Cole, what are you doing?" He backed off, like nothing.
We need to go take a slight right, Rolly. I mean, not
I
Rolly.
remember just going up to when we were at the concert, and he's like, "Cole is so jelly right now."
So, how come you told him that you were going on a date with someone that you weren't?
Because
Because why?
Because he was taking a sweet time telling me he liked me, and he wouldn't admit his undying love for me. So I wanted to make sure that if he didn't move, then there's a possibility that he's going to lose his chances.
Oh.
Qué bárbaro.
So there was pressure.
Well, you want to know what? I still didn't tell her that, even within the next couple of weeks.
Well, it was like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
Never.
For you.
It's a fun story.
It is a fun story.
Yeah. I got everyone. I got to take pictures of them getting engaged. We went out. What was that lake by Branson? What was that lake called?
Table Rock Lake.
Take a right, Mr. Tilly. Slight right.
Take a Rock Lake.
Take a slight right.
Left.
We need to
Take a
go
slight
up on the
right
X coordinates. Yeah, there we go.
Take a slight right lake.
Not that far of a right. Okay, there we go.
Table Rock Lake.
Rolly, we're almost there. We're only like 250 blocks away.
Are you here to raid me? Because I don't have much, and I actually own one of your swords. So
we are Vikings, and we're here to steal your sheep, plunder on all your villages, and steal your women.
I need to draw a white flag really quickly.
I think you just mixed up Lyle the Kindly Viking with the Oh Santa Silly song. From
Yeah,
VeggieTales.
I did, but you see, I like to mix it up.
How do you make fences? I completely forgot how.
Let's see. I think you put two pieces.
You do 2 sticks on the side, and then you put blocks in the middle.
No.
Okay.
You take 2 pieces. No. You take 2 pieces of iron, put it on a stick.
Listen.
And get your friend to put 2 pieces of iron, put it on a stick, and then you start going at each other. Okay, Rolly. We need Mr. Tilly. We need to go to 2,000 blocks. We're too far now. Oh my goodness, we're 1,000 blocks over. Okay, get out. I'm driving. I'm driving.
You're driving.
Get out of the boat. Get out of the boat. Get out of the boat.
I'll pull over.
Get out of the boat. Okay, now get in the boat. Mr. Tilly, get in the boat.
I'm coming.
Get
coming
in the
up.
boat. Mr. Tilly.
Coming up.
Get in the boat. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Tilly here.
Did you get in the boat?
I got in the boat.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It sounded intense, didn't it?
did.
What is with people in the back seat? Our heads always turn to the left. I don't understand it. Okay, we went too far. We're backtracking now.
Really? Are you serious? I've prepared food and now it's cold. So that's what happens when you backtrack.
You know, isn't it weird how warm food gets cold and cold food gets warm?
Isn't it weird that we fry bacon, but we cook cookies?
Isn't it
we
weird?
bake cookies, but we cook bacon. That's it.
Isn't it weird that ice cream melts? Because it's not supposed to do that. I don't know why.
If you get McDonald's, it doesn't melt. But that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, I
Guys, do you
enjoy
think
it.
it's possible not to go to McDonald's for like a whole year?
No. McDonald's is the way of life.
Hot and spicy all the way.
Although Subway's even harder to go without.
Subway's the best, actually. I would rather go to Subway than any other fast food
Yeah.
restaurant.
So guys, I made a budget for the first time, and I only budgeted $25 a month for eating out.
All right,
I bet
well,
you did
let me
50.
tell you right now that you can eat 25 McDoubles per day for 1 day.
How many?
25 McDoubles per day for 1 day with 25.
You know, I actually had a friend. He had a $100 bill that he found, and he went to McDonald's and he bought $100 dollar cheeseburgers, like 5 or 6 years ago.
What?
And he couldn't eat them all, so he took them around town and he stuck them in people's mailboxes to bless them.
Oh my goodness!
Claro.
I think if you saw an old, cold, shriveled up cheeseburger in my mailbox.
Oh my god, I see you guys. I see you guys.
What? What?
I
Where
see
are
you.
you, Rolly? Rolly, where are you?
I honestly, you guys are just
There
spending.
you are! Rolly! Rolly! Rolly!
Where?
Rolly!
I can't. You have to jump out of it. Oh, an invisible boat. Over here is the white flag. Please don't kill me.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
made out of iron.
Rolly! 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 What?
Hi.
What?
Hello.
What? That was so lame. That was so lame.
What did you? What?
Rolly! Rolly! Rolly!
Oh, dude, my Zen garden.
Whoa, look at this. What was this, Rolly?
Nothing. I'm not hiding anything in here. This isn't.
What's with
That's
all these
illegal.
torches?
You know how they're told you not to put the sewage under your house? You find the sewage. I'm sorry.
Rolly?
Yes.
Ew.
All right. Careful. Careful.
Careful.
Use an ender pearl.
What the crap is in here?
That's bad.
All right, guys. Get out of my sewage system.
Anyway,
Man,
it's about time we stop
I liked it
recording.
down there.
It's about time we start recording. Stop recording.
Alright, well thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the videos. If you have, please like and subscribe, and have a blessed day. Goodbye.
Bye!